For a long time, I believed that all my suffering is a kind of punishment, But I came to learn that everything that happens to me is for my own good. If waves rose against me, it's only speed my ship toward the port. If lightning and thunder comes, it's clear the atmosphere and promote my soul. I gain by losses. I grow healthy in sickness. I lived by dying, and I am made rich in losses. I remember standing in the middle of a room, almost in complete darkness, staring through a little bare window, and thinking I was the unwanted man in this world, a mental and physical wreck, a failure. I was despondent, almost devoid of hope. I was in exile. Life to me was a burden. I walked toward the window. I leaned in a little and pressed my face against the metal bars while attempting to get a glimpse of what is out there. I recall looking up. My eyes were met with one of the tallest barbed wired walls I have ever seen. After a while, I turned and glanced at the sun. I remember looking at the bare walls and bare ceilings, wondering what I have done to get myself in here. I thought of my grandmother for a moment. I felt like a pain from an old wound, a twinge in my heart far more powerful than memory. It took me backwards and forwards to the place where it's painful for me to go again. It let me travel the way a child travels, around and around and back home again to a place where I know I am loved and hated at the same time, and where everything began. But my reality right there is that I found myself locked up in the detention center and in the process of being deported in the next few hours or maybe few days. And my only crime was to seek protection and sanctuary from a nation which I believe would help me. During those 3 sleepless nights and days of endless cry, I saw my life rewound before me, as I felt it was the conclusion of my troubled existence. And I would like to say goodbye in a better way. The whole of my time in the immigration detention center, I wondered why people couldn't see into me, why they couldn't see that I was a decent man, that I was just a very, very frustrating young man whose whole life was shattered, who had never had a chance to be accepted anywhere, who had lost everything dear to him. I felt very alone and out of place in this world. Upon my release from the detention, I felt that after fleeing my country, I was trying to be someone else, not myself. Not speaking the language of the country made me too inexperienced, too naive, and too unseasoned, and my self-esteem was shattered. I wanted to do everything, but I did not know who I was or even what life is all about. Almost every evening, I would talk to myself. I would ask a question about life, such as what is the meaning of life? Its purpose, why I am alive in the first place, how I did survive all those dark periods of my life. I thought of my life for a second. I didn't know it existed till it was given to me. How? That is a big mystery. And when I start appreciating life with my 5 senses, everything becomes beautiful and everything has meaning. I became attached to it and I lacked it. When this finite art of life will end, or how it was given to me, is of a little consequences, but how I live does. I have always felt that there is something deep inside me that is always longing for something better, always wanting to expand, to be something more than what I am now. We became judgmental and we put boundaries on ourselves. It is only when we transcend those boundaries that's when we start to live properly. And my motto is the same as ever. To believe is to achieve. And when I think of life, is to live one day at a time is enough. I do not look back and grieve over the past. It is dead and I can change it. I won't be troubled about the future. It has yet to come. I live in the present and make it so beautiful. It will be worth remembering. Thanks for watching and please subscribe for more videos.